What's up, guys? Welcome back. My name's Jaden. Here are 5 steps to form any habit and make it last long term. Step number 1 is to have reasons why you must make this habit stick. And when you have reasons that are meaningful to you for why you must keep this habit and make it last, then you will follow through even in times that you don't want to. And it's because the more reasons you have, then that means the more committed you are, because it takes time and effort to come up with these reasons, and so the more you have, the better. And so you can ask yourself to come up with these reasons. Why do I want to make this habit last? Why do I want to form this habit? Why must I make this habit? Because when you make it a must, when you go from a should, like, oh, I should work out, I should do this, and you say, no, I must make it happen, I must do whatever it takes to make this habit stick, then you will be committed enough to actually make it last long term. And so you can ask also pain-oriented questions too. Like, what will this cost me if I don't make this habit stick? What will it cost me financially, physically, emotionally, family-wise, friend-wise, etc. if I don't make this habit stick and keep up with it? So ask yourself those questions, guys, and they will help elicit the reasons for why you truly want to make this habit last. And so you can have painful and pleasurable reasons, both of those, because we'll always do more to avoid pain than we'll ever do to gain pleasure, and us humans are driven by pain and pleasure. So you can use those to your advantage and come up with both reasons that are painful, like if I don't form this habit, then my life is going to suck. And pain or pleasure-oriented reasons, hey, if I create this habit, if I work out consistently, then my life is going to be great. I'm going to have more confidence, I'm going to have more energy, etc. So you want to have both kinds of reasons because they will just motivate you during times where you may not want to do it, where you may not want to work out or work on this habit. So, and also reasons that involve other people, not just yourself. So, for example, if you're trying to start an online business, you may just be saying, well, I want to do this to make money. Do it to make money. That's it. And while that is a reason, a valid reason, and can be a motivating reason, it's not going to motivate you long term. Whereas if you had reasons with other people involved, where other people are relying on you to make this habit stick, to build your online business, like, hey, I'm doing this for my family, so that way they don't have to worry about money or different things like that, or so I can set my future family up for success for the long term. When you have reasons like that again involve other people, where they're depending on you, where what you do right now today depends, that actually matters, then that will drive you to take action and to make whatever habit you're trying to form stick. Because again, we'll do more for other people as humans than we'll ever do for ourselves. So you can use that to your advantage when you come up with these reasons. And like I said earlier, guys, list out as many as you can. Think like I came up with over 100 reasons for why I wanted to achieve my vision, my goals, and whatnot. And again, that makes you more committed when you're able to come up with 100 reasons. That's tough. And so if you're committed enough to come up with those 100 reasons that are actually meaningful to you, then that just shows you, that proves your commitment to making this habit, making your goals happen. And so again, you're going to be more committed to make this habit stick, because then you have all those other reasons, you have pain and pleasurable reasons for why you must make this habit stick. So that's step number 1, have reasons. Step number 2 is to start small. Make it so easy for you to follow through. And you want to take baby steps whenever you're first starting a new habit or trying to condition a new habit into yourself, because most of the time they may try and jump right into it. I'll use the workout example again. Most people may just try to jump right into it and say, we're going to do a 6-day split. We're going to do hour-long workouts each time. Like, let's do it. And they've never worked out before in their life. And that will make it so overwhelming to where you may not even do it. You may not even follow through. You'll just want to give up, because again, it's just so many new things at once, and it just becomes overwhelming. Anything new is generally overwhelming, but we can minimize that by starting small. So instead we'll use the workout example still. I'm going to be using that in this video, but let's say you want to work out. All right, first time you ever worked out, then what are you going to do is go tomorrow. Go tomorrow and just stretch for 10 minutes. That's it. 10 minutes. Stretch for 10 minutes and leave. That's it. Then the next day, go back and then stretch for 20 minutes. Then the third day, go and try 1 to 2 different exercises with weights. And then repeat that and slowly up the ante as you go along. Because by doing that, again, you're preventing yourself from being overwhelmed. And so you're less likely to give up. And on top of that, it reinforces the belief that, hey, small progress is still progress. Small progress, small steps forward are believable and therefore achievable. But if we have unrealistic standards, if we try and do everything at once at the beginning, then it's just going to be so hard and we're going to get nowhere. Because again, overwhelm prevents us usually from taking action, and it makes us want to give up more. That's why most people give up, because they just have such huge standards, such unrealistic expectations that they don't do anything. They're paralyzed by it. And so you don't want to be paralyzed. And I'd rather you start small and it take you a little bit longer to get to where you want to go than not even start at all, because you're afraid and just, you made it such a big thing in your mind. But if you start small, objects in motion stay in motion, so it'll be so much easier. You'll have momentum from starting small, even if it's just doing a little bit each day. Remember, your focus should only be to get 1% better each day. If you do more than that, great, that's awesome. But my point is just don't make it so hard to where you'll never start. Start small and slowly up the ante as you go, because then you'll gain more confidence, you'll gain momentum from that, and that will help you make this habit stick for the long term. And another thing I want to say about that is, like I said, you can add as you go, you can increase the ante as you go, and because of that, you'll enjoy the habit more as well, because you're making it so easy to follow through. You want to make it as easy as possible for you to win. Make it so easy for yourself to win. And by doing it, by starting small, you're making it that much easier for you to win every single day, for something that you can be proud about each day. And that leads me to step number 3, which is to integrate this habit into your life. And so make a regular time for you to condition this habit every single day, or how often or how regular the habit is that you want to do it. And so, for example, it could be first thing in the morning after you wake up, shower, etc., and then you go work out. You can schedule it, put on your calendar. If you're working out, you can then say, okay, every single day I'm going to go to the gym at 7 a.m. and get a workout in for however long. And by doing that, you'll be held accountable, because one, it's on your schedule, so it feels like that's something that you need to get done. And by integrating it into your life, by doing it consistently, regularly, having a routine for it, then it just becomes so much easier for that habit to stick, because it's just something that you do. It's something that you do every day. It's a routine. And so with great thing about routines is that they become a pattern that's predictable, and they become automatic because we've done it so many times. So integrate it into your life. That will make it so easy to make this habit stick. Step number 4 is to celebrate and reward any and all progress that you make, because what gets rewarded gets repeated. And so when you celebrate and reward yourself for your progress, no matter how small it is, it'll keep you excited to keep going with that habit, to keep reinforcing it and conditioning it every single day. And so anytime you do the habit, such as going to the gym, then celebrate it. Jump up and down, be like, yes, let's go, dude. Like, give yourself a high five, whatever it is. Tell yourself, like, dude, we freaking did it. Let's go. Like, you're the man, dude. What a stud. Like, do whatever it is you need to do to celebrate and give yourself joy and pleasure for taking initiative on that habit. And the other thing is to reward yourself. And you can do 2 things. One, you can use rewards and jackpots. And so a reward could be, say, if you work out, then you can say, okay, at the end of the day, I'm going to let myself watch my favorite TV show because I reinforced this habit. Or it could be, I get to have my favorite bowl of ice cream after dinner tonight. That's the reward. And you want to do that, again, after every single time you reinforce this habit, but there'll be a point where the rewards will no longer be exciting. They'll become something that you expect. And so they'll lose the motivational drive that they once gave you. reinforce this habit, but there'll be a point where the rewards will no longer be exciting. They'll become something that you expect. And so they'll lose the motivational drive that they once gave you. And so a way to combat that is to use what's called a jackpot. And you use this spontaneously and make sure they're not predictable. But whenever your usual rewards don't seem as exciting, then use a jackpot. And that's something huge that you give a sudden burst of a massive reward or several rewards combined together that will just immediately, it will interrupt your pattern and it will make you so much more excited to continue that habit. Because it's like, if you were, like, for example, you could do, if you like to go driving or whatever, you could be like, all right, we're going to drive to a brand new city today. We're going to go to the next city over. We're going to walk around there, explore. We're going to listen to amazing music. We're going to bring snacks. It's going to be a whole fun routine. And I'm going to buy myself, and I get to buy myself whatever I want when I get there. And we're going to eat dinner there. It's just going to be a whole day thing. And when you have something so compelling like that, whatever it is for you, if it's not driving, if it's something else, then do that. But when you have something so compelling like that, something huge that is like 10 times bigger than what a normal reward is, and something so different than what your normal rewards are, then that will get you so much more excited and re-motivated to take action on this habit. And so again, use these sparingly, but use them spontaneously too. Whenever you're losing that excitement from your usual rewards, then change it up and use the jackpot, and change up your ordinary rewards too, because then it just keeps things interesting. Variety is a human need. And so when you change up your rewards and stuff and your jackpots, and you include variety in them, then that is something that will make it so much more exciting too. And tip number 5 is to have accountability. So tell your friends that you're sticking with this habit. Like, tell your friends, like, hey, dude, I'm working out every single day this week, or whatever your habit is that you're trying to reinforce. And like for me, I used to call my friend at 5 in the morning every single day. I'd call him and we'd both tell each other the things that we're going to get done today. And after that, around 8:30 p.m. that night, we would then call again, and we'd tell each other, like, hey, either we got this stuff done or we didn't get it done. And what you have to have is have a painful consequence for if you don't get this stuff done. So, for example, if you tell your friend, let's say you call your friend on the phone in the morning and you say you're going to work out, at the evening time, if you didn't work out, then you have to have a consequence. So, for example, it could be you have to give your friend $100. You have to PayPal them $100 if you don't do what you said you're going to do. Because first, when you don't do what you say you're going to do, you're going to lose confidence automatically. That's already a painful consequence. But on top of that, if you have like monetary loss, when you lose money such as that, or even like doing something disgusting, like you have to eat a whole can of dog food and your friend has to make you eat the whole thing, like that would also be a painful consequence, at least to me. But have something that is painful for if you don't do what you say you're going to do, because that is what will hold you accountable. That is what will keep you motivated to stick with this habit long term. And I want to give you guys a bonus tip. This is something that really helped me. So step number 6, if you want to call it, is don't count the days. And what I mean by that is, if you fall off the wagon, if you're working out and then all of a sudden, like, you have a vacation, or you're sick or something, and you don't condition that habit one day, or you cave on your diet, whatever it is, don't beat yourself up about it. Keeping track of saying, like, dude, I've worked out like every single day for a month. It's great. It's great to keep track of progress, but I realized that would only discourage me even more when I fell off the wagon. And you will mess up. There'll be days where you don't do the habit that you said you're going to do. There'll be days where you trip up and forget to do it or get lazy or whatnot, and you'll fall off the wagon. But understand that's okay. As long as it's not the vast majority of the time. If you do your habit, if you condition your habit every single day, 80% of the time, then the other 20% will take care of itself. Again, your goal is not perfection, guys. No one is perfect. Everybody messes up on their habits, their commitments, their routines, their rituals, etc. Everybody messes up on that. Everybody forgets or gets lazy and doesn't do something they said they're going to do. And realize that's okay. It's like if you're driving. If you hit a pothole, you don't stop and restart at your original starting point. No, you just keep driving. You just keep moving forward. And so don't think that if you fall off the wagon that, oh, my progress has to restart. No, you just keep driving. You keep moving forward. And again, guys, that comes down to not being a perfectionist. You don't need to be perfect with this habit. Just focus, aim for 80%. Aim for 80%. If you do this habit 80% of the time, like I said, the other 20% will take care of itself. So I hope that helps, guys. Just do your best with it. I really hope that these 6 steps help you guys for making any habit last in your life. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I will catch you guys in the next video. Really hope this helps. Subscribe for more videos just like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.